Hi Scorpio, and welcome to Esoteric Tarot. Today I'm pulling energies for the month of September for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So if you don't see your story here today, then check one of my other videos for your other placements. If this reading does resonate with you, then let me know in the comments below. And if you're interested in a one-to-one reading with me, then check the description box for my Calendly links. And with that, Scorpio, I'm going to jump straight in and pull you some energy for the month of September. Scorpio, please. Can you show me Scorpio? Scorpio September, please. I'm going to do a Celtic cross, Scorpio, to see your overview for the month of September. And then at the very end, we're going to jump straight into an overview of your first week of October. So stick around for that. Okay, Scorpio. Can you show me Scorpio, please? Oh, bear with me, Scorpio. Okay, sorry, jumping in. Just make sure we get all at the same time. Make sure that we're recording. Make sure you can see me. Make sure we're all in the room. You with me, Scorpio? Whoop. Yes, you are. Thank you for that confirmation. So coming in with the Empress. Wonderful. You're looking great there, Scorpio. Abundant, full, productive, doing your thing. Like it. Coming in with give or take. Six of Pentacles. Give and take. Balance. It's coming into your life. Nice. Okay, can we have a look at the crown? So crowning you, you've got the Three of Pentacles working well with other energies there, Scorpio. The Two of Cups underneath, marvellous. On the excellent. On the exit, we've got the Ten of Swords, so there was an ending in your recent past. And then we've got the High Priestess forwards before you. Okay, right. So you're working together with other energies. There's a connection here on the table. Equal give and take. They're coming in towards you with give and take, but there was an ending. I don't know if it was with this connection, like something ended within the connection, or the different ending with a different connection entirely, and this is someone new coming in. And then you're looking forward onto the High Priestess, which is about you getting in touch with your inner higher wisdom. Great. Okay, it's quite straightforward. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. So you're moving on to something. Moving on from this Ten of Swords, which is good. All right, can I see the pathway, please? Can I see the pathway? Can I see the pathway, please? It's coming in for Scorpio's pathway. Pathway, please, Scorpio. With a Hermit, okay. Virgo energy there. Strength, Leo energy. I don't know if anything happened with you around Leo, Virgo season, I don't know. So strength is the energy is surrounding you and you might not be aware of it. And your hopes and fears. You've got the King of Cups, okay. Opening up your heart space, makes sense. You've got another energy here. And then the outcome, the Magician. Oh, so you get moving into something, Scorpio. I mean, these are really positive cards overall. You're looking fabulous, looking great. So on the pathway, you kind of back off a little bit. I'm not surprised because you've got this High Priestess energy coming up towards you as you move through the month of September. Really puts you in a reflective mood. I don't know if you're moving away from this other energy. We're going to clarify, we'll know. But it's like you're connecting with someone around about now, around about the mid-month, early month of September, and you're working on it, or you're focusing on work on this connections in the background, or you're working on the connection with this person, or this could be someone at work that you're just vibing with, right? Doesn't have to be romantic, but you withdraw into yourself. It triggers something in you that makes you more reflective and triggers some self-growth, some sort of cocooning process. It's hard for you to do though, because strength is being sent to you by the universe. That's in the energy surrounding you that you might not be aware of. There is strength here. You're like, I'm going to persevere with this because you want to open up your heart space, but you're also afraid of it. That's the King of Cups in your hopes and fears. But I think you overcome that. You actually end up transmuting whatever Ten of Swords is over there into action through this entire process. Wonderful little stepping stones you show me there, Scorpio. This is very nicely laid out. You know what, Scorpio, right? I'm going to give you your juice because you're normally dead mysterious with your cards. You show me like the moon. I mean, you show me the High Priestess here, but it makes sense in this context. You know, just show me world, stuff like that. This is really very straightforward. Thank you, Scorpio. Okay, right. Can we clarify the Empress and the Six of Pentacles, please? The Empress and the Six of Pentacles. Empress and the Six of Pentacles. Can we clarify that, please? Empress and the Six of Pentacles. That one flew out. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So you got your stuff together. That's pre-Empress energy. So you're like, yeah, I got my shit together. I know what I'm doing. We've got the Hanged Man and the Ten of Wands. You're like, I've got my stuff together. I know what I'm doing, but it's hard. But I only think you've recently found this to be hard because the Hangman's in reverse. So I think you've struggled alone for some time, and then you're like, I'm kind of tired of struggling alone now. I think I might need some help. Okay, even though you're doing great at it, and that's really hard for Scorpio to admit they need help. Oh, Scorpio, I'm proud of you. Like, you're like, I want, either you want partnership or you want help on a project or something like that. You're like, I'm tired of being on my own with this. Okay, can I see that Ten of Swords in the background? Okay, you're keen to talk about this. Yeah, there's definitely another energy involved here. We've got the Two of Pentacles, but you juggled things. You got the King of Cups. You gave your heart to something, someone. But it was, oh my God, and the Three of Cups. Wow, okay, so there's someone in your past that you thought very highly of. They thought very highly of you. It's all fun and games and love being exchanged. But then it gets wobbly. It can't be maintained. The foundation isn't there for some reason, then it ends. It's like you tried to come together in a meaningful way, but you didn't. It ended. Okay, right. And then you kind of threw yourself, I imagine, into work. So that's in your crowning. So that's normal. Can we clarify the crown, please? The Three of Pentacles and the crowning. Three of Pentacles and the crowning, okay. We've got the Eight of Swords, the Devil, and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, that's literally what I just said. I love it when that happens. Yeah, you threw yourself into work after that ending because you're blocking out. You know you're attached to whatever happened back there. You're presenting it as unhealthy, but I suspect otherwise. I think to you it felt unhealthy. You tried to push it down. You tried to push it away because you also show me that with the Eight of Swords here that you're not entirely in touch with your heart or your intuition as you're viewing it as being unhealthy. And you're just like, with the Seven of Wands, like, no, I'm not thinking about that. That is unhealthy for me. I'm going to get to work. Was it unhealthy though, Scorpio? Because I don't know. I'm not buying it. Okay, can I get the Two of... I think this Two of Cups might be to do with this past energy then. Because you're still showing me your lingering thoughts over this the energy here. Can I get the Two of Cups there, please, Scorpio? Okay, yeah, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So at some point, Scorpio, this energy that left you, or you left them, kind of comes back around, I think. I'll clarify on the pathway. But I just see you here that you are looking at all the things that you've worked on with your Three of Pentacles and you're like, oh, I want to invest it here in this connection. Now, I don't know if this is a new connection or if it's this past person. Not ordinarily, I'd see this as someone new being in the hidden energy because hidden's usually like what we don't see coming, what's going on in the background. And in the past, it's like, yeah, you're like, I'm done with whatever that was. But with you having this in the crowning, this attachment, this is attachment to an older energy you've known before. You have to know people a certain while before you're attached, and you're just showing me as like, this is unhealthy attachment. Which I'd believe you if the Eight of Swords wasn't here. But I don't believe you. Sorry, I'm just reading what I see, Scorpio, sorry. So you're like, I'm just going to throw myself into work, which you do. You're building up all your pentacles again. You get yourself back feeling great in your Empress energy or Emperor. And then either an energy comes towards you or towards them. And they're like, I want to invest this now. Some of you, it could be someone new. For a lot of you, I think it's whatever that was there. Okay, let's... But before I commit to that, guys, I'm gonna clarify the High Priestess. What you, Scorpio? I know what you guys are like. My best friend of 30 years as a Scorpio. You can tuck yourselves out something good like no other. Honestly, I've seen it so many times. Anyway, can I get the High Priestess, please? Yeah, Five of Cups. Knight of Wands and the Chariot. Why are you disappointed with yourself? That's what this is getting. You're like disappointed with yourself because like yeah, I'm gonna go forward. I'm gonna go get what I want with or without this other energy. So you're just in it for you. So you know to put yourself first. That's good. That's a good thing. You got that down, Scorpio. You want to connect with this other energy and put a bit of investment there. But then you show me back to yourself again. So this energy is still in the background to you. You showed me just you again, pursuing your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. But then you like got that little niggle again of like, oh, is this right? Should I be doing this? Are you sure it's not toxic? Doubt yourself again. Doubting your intuition. Your intuition is trying to tell you, but you're doubting it. It's like the minute you start going towards what you want with your intuition, your head then comes in and you're like, oh. Okay, right. I'm going to clarify the Hermit. Maybe the Hermit will be able to tell us what's going on with you, Scorpio. Like, jeez. Okay, can I get the Hermit, please? Oop. The Hermit. Honestly, if you show me the moon when I clarify this Hermit, Scorpio, I'm going to be really annoyed. I'm not going to lie. You Scorpios and your moons. Right, okay, can I get the Hermit, please? Can I get the Hermit? Can I get the Hermit, please? Can I get the Hermit? Can I get the Hermit? Two of Pentacles again. You stop wobbling again, Scorpio. What did I just say to you? The moon. Scorpio! Fine. You're in charge here, so I guess I'll have to accept it. And the Ten of Cups. You start doubting yourself again. That's why you go into retreat. Scorpio, you've been avoidant. Because you... So you have this Ten of Pentacles. You're like, yeah, this is great. But you're still showing me just you. This is about happiness within yourself, ultimately. I mean, there's another energy here, but it's turning more and more as the reading goes on. That they're like an afterthought, right? You're just about like your own process. You're so in your own head. You're like, this would happen with anybody you were connected to, whether it's someone from before, somebody new. This seems like something that's got to do with you, Scorpio. Something you want to go through. This Two of Pentacles come up again. You got wobbly again. You got unsure. And then you show me the moon. So something in your subconscious. Maybe you're not trusting the High Priestess again. I don't know. The moon is like nobody knows what the moon means. Around your emotional stability. You're happily ever after. With somebody else, I think, because it's chalices, it was Pentacles, it would probably be more stability. Pentacles is more like solo wish fulfillment to me. Cups is more like wish fulfillment with other energies, whether it be a partner, friends, family, whatever. But yeah, you start getting unsure again. Okay, right. Can I get strength, please? So you go in on yourself. You retreat away from this other energy. They're not even on the table at this point. Okay, can we get strength, please? Strength. Is this a pattern, Scorpio? Yeah, you've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. You've disconnected between your heart space, the Hermit. Aha. Yeah, this is making sense. And the Knave of Pentacles. Oh, well, you're open to working on it, though. You start identifying it. You catch yourself. Good. So as you start retreating again, you're going full retreat from this other energy. You catch yourself. You're like, I'm doing it again. And you're disconnected from your heart space. And that's what's triggering your retreat. That's what's triggering you going into hermit mode. Shutting down emotionally to whatever you're trying to reach out to. Telling yourself it's toxic. Telling yourself it's not for you. Telling yourself you'll be worse off. You're better off on your own. I'm just going to work on my projects and keep my peace. That sort of thing. But then you like, no, I don't want that. Then you start to connect to somebody else. Then it triggers off again. Okay, right, can I get the King of Cups? That's no wonder your King of Cups is in your hopes and fears. You must be terrified of the man Scorpio. Okay, can I get that? And that's you as well. That's your power card. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And that, what does that tell you, Scorpio? It's about being yourself. It's about accepting yourself and your flaws. Maybe admitting that, yes, somebody can love you if you're less than perfect, Scorpio. Somebody can love you if you tell them a deep dark secret. They might still love you for it, you know? Like this one wants to come out. Five of Swords, yeah. I'm not surprised. The Hangman, but he's in the right way, which is upside down. It should be upside down. And the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about emotional stability, getting your emotional stability back. Because, I mean, all your energies is in your physical pentacles. So I have no doubt that financially and at work, you're probably fine, Scorpio. This is about you coming into your own and being stable. Because you're feeling very unstable. You've got a lot of unstable energy around you when it comes to pentacles. Right? Not your offering. Not what you can offer to other people in reality. But in how you feel. Unstable. You're working on being stable. So you go from the Knave up to the King. You would take a jump. You take a leap. You mature quite quickly through this process, through a new perspective and battling with yourself. It's a bit of a process. Can we get the Magician, please? Can I get clarity on the Magician? The Magician for Scorpio, please. The Magician and the outcome. The Fool in reverse. The Sun. And the Tower. Interesting, Scorpio. It's like you want a do-over of something. A second attempt. I'm not talking second chances here. I don't think you've done anything wrong. I mean, unless some of you have just been randomly ghosting people all over town. And yeah, that's not cool, Scorpio. Don't do that. But it's more like you want to try again at something, at a process. Like, yeah, if I could not even just have a second chance, if I could rewrite the entire script of what's happened to me, I'd have done a lot of things differently. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know what happens, but you have a Tower moment, something, a revelation, an epiphany, something that shakes your foundation. A belief is challenged here, and it's giving you clarity, which is not something that you had before. Before you take actions, you're giving me a lot of swords, and not the good swords. We've got no Ace of Swords. We've got no King of Swords. It's the bad swords. It's the Ten of Swords. It's the Eight of Swords. And you know what? Amongst all the swords, we've got a water energy. I mean, how are we doing for energies? We've got water. We've got a lot of pentacles. So you're producing. You're doing really good for yourself in that regard. I mean, no worries there. Don't change anything about work. We've got a bit of fire here with the 10. All of your fire is struggle. It's like struggle with your passions. It's like you don't trust your passions, or you find your passions to be burdensome. Because the next time we see a Knight of Wands... Did I say swords or wands? 10 of wands, 7 of wands. They're the struggle wands. When it comes to wands, wands are passion and drive and desire. You're showing me a struggle with them. Swords is thinking, communication. You're showing me a struggle with that. You're not showing me any struggle with pentacles, except for when it comes to coming together with another energy. That's when you struggle. You by yourself, you're sound, you're fine. And you're not really showing me any problems with your cups. When you show me cups, you seem more than happy to share emotions. For a time, until those sneaky Two of Pentacles comes in. As soon as the Two of Pentacles shows up, it goes tits up. You start going in your head about it. So it's almost like the energy is going to rotate towards you and actually want to connect. You start freaking out. That's what you're showing me. And then your 10 of Cups is here. You're like, you want it, but this damn moon, Scorpio, you won't tell me. Maybe a lot of you don't even know yourselves. Like, what is this block? Why can't I just lean into this? Why can't I have fun? Why am I overthinking this? Why am I in my head? And if I'm in my head, will it jeopardize my ability to work, to produce, to be stable, to be secure, to be someone who's desired and wanted? I'm just going to go into my house and think about it for a year. That sort of thing. Two of Pentacles seems to be tripping you up every time. It's here tripping you up, it's there tripping you up. But you showed me a determination to try and move on regardless. And then we've got the Knave of Pentacles here. You catch yourself. You're becoming more and more self-aware as the reading goes on, Scorpio. And then you start actually entertaining the King of Cups instead of fighting him. So you've shown me like I fight. This is a man I fight with all the time. My heart space. It's not somewhere you rest easy. It's something you fight with. And you've shown me that actually I kind of overcome that with a bit of new perspective and with a little bit more emotional stability. Like trusting yourself, and I think that in itself might be the revelation that brings down the tower. This tower you've built around yourself, and then clarity comes, and then that's when you're showing me I want a do-over. Of what? I don't know. So let's move into October. And look, we've got 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So that's a union, that's stability, that's strength. That's you vibing, Scorpio, with other energies and being okay with it. There's reciprocity is an issue here. It's how you turn up in connections. as well as the connections itself, because I wasn't getting much of a signature off of the other energy units involved in this, if I'm honest with you. And I don't think it's that they didn't want to be there. It was more like you didn't want them to be there. But in a nice way. You were like, no, Lydia, I need to talk to you energetically. But I need to just show you this other energy. But it's not about them. It's about me. So I'm going to show you me. But I want you to know that they're there. Right, oh, okay. So I don't know if you possibly might be in no contact with this person. Because we had a lot of you moving away. So you might possibly want to go back to them to go, right, okay, maybe I thought this was a bad connection, but it actually isn't. It was me overthinking. It was me being afraid of attachment or whatever. But once you get that clarity in yourself and you want to attach again, you might go back round to other energy and be like, yeah, let's give it a go. I actually thought it was really good. It's just I got in my own way. Or vice versa, switch those energies as you must. Okay, just bear with me, Scorpio, just while I clear the decks here. And let's jump into your October reading. October reading. October reading. Okay, right, we're there. Right, welcome to October, Scorpio. Let's see what message comes through for you. Now, it might not be the same message. We could jump into something totally different. There's nothing to do with what we just discussed for September. We could just switch over to career, which I won't be surprised with you, Scorpio, because you're going to be putting a lot into work at the moment. Work on yourself, your surroundings, possibly your job as well. That seems to be very important to you too, which is great. So hopefully we see something about that. Can you show me October? Excuse me, for Scorpio, please. October for Scorpio. October for Scorpio. Ace of Swords. Okay, that's clarity, which was good. We were kind of lacking a bit of that in September, weren't we? The Fool in reverse again. And this is a different deck, Scorpio. This is a different deck, and I very rarely have reversals in my Rider-Waite. I don't really like reading Rider-Waite ones reversed. I don't mind with clarification cards, but my main ones, I like them the right way up. 10 of Wands. Okay, this is only the first week. So I'm not too worried about that 10 of Wands, to be honest. So if you're starting on a new journey or going back to redo something, you just show me it's hard. It's either hard to get it up and running again, or it's just hard to maintain something once you're there. Let's see. I'm just going to jump in and clarify the Ace of Swords there. Ace of Swords. Hang on, Scorpio. Sorry, guys. All right, can I get the Ace of Swords? Can you clarify the Ace of Swords, please? What's this clarity about? Oh, this one wants to come out. These two want to come out. The Ten of Pentacles. Okay, go back to stability. We've got the Hermit in reverse. Oh, good. You come out of that Hermit mode. You're in that Hermit mode. We had two Hermits on the table. Okay, so you're like, I'm emergent. Okay. So anything to do with your stability, your surroundings, who you give to, what you give to. Okay, two came out here. I'll take them. We've got the Queen of Wands, someone, something you find very attractive. I'm not sensing that's you. And the Nine of Swords. Still a bit of overthinking. It's like you go out looking for somebody. I don't know if it's that energy in the past, but someone that you're very attracted to. You're thinking about them. They're in your head a lot. Someone, something you are very attracted to and is attracted to you. Something that to you represents confidence, leadership, being their own person, authentic. Or that's you coming into those energies yourself. And then that's what kicks off you coming out of hermit mode. And then you reevaluating your surroundings and going, right, I know what I want. I know what future I want. I know what... Sorry, motorbike. I know what future I want. I know what it wants to look like. I'm going to go get it. Then we move back into that Fool in reverse again. That redo. I wish I had a redo. What was that redo? That new beginning. I had a new beginning. Or maybe you're stalling a new beginning. But I'm just getting that as background. I'm just going to clarify that. Okay. Fool, please. The Fool. The Fool, please. What's that about? The Empress in reverse. We had the Empress upright before. The Chariot again. Okay, this is very interesting. The Strength. You've gotten all the cards from last month in a different deck. This is an entirely different deck. Oh, sorry, I didn't see what the hidden energy was in the Rider-Waite for you. Queen of Wands. I don't know if this is in the hidden energies, though. This is somebody, something. I'm strongly getting this is another person. Someone who's you're not connected to at the moment. Someone in the distance from you. Okay. So you gather up all that strength that you've accumulated over September and you put it into going somewhere with someone, because the Chariot here is very much like there's other people on board with me. The Empress is in reverse. It was up right before. See, the Empress before was about you, your independence, your abundance. The Empress in this deck is not independent, i.e. she has a child with her. The Empress in the Rider-Waite has a child with her, but she's pregnant. So they're still very much one. It's about gestation and production, but also very much about gestation in the Rider-Waite. Something's about to happen. In the Wildwood, not the Wildwood, the Below deck, which is this one, it's like she's had her child. The child has been born, right? That could be you and your inner child, you and your higher self, you and your intuition. Because I think it's you and you we're talking about here, not you and someone else. I mean, some of you could be pregnant and giving birth, but it's reversed. Which is like giving up abundance, not giving up abundance, but sharing your abundance. Maybe I'm not saying that you're not being in your Empress energy, or maybe you're viewing yourself as going back to someone as being like a weakness. Attaching yourself to other energy again. I don't know. I'm gonna clarify the Ten of Wands. You're telling me I'll get more information about that with the Ten of Wands, because you're showing me struggle here coming up ahead of you. This will be the end of the first week. Remember, this is not the whole of October. This is the first week, so we might not get all of our answers here today. Well, you got the Five of Swords in reverse. That's made an appearance with the King of Cups. The Devil again. Oh, yeah, okay. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Right, I'm going to be honest with you here, Scorpio. I have to deliver the messages as they are given to me. Please don't be mad at me. I may lose some of my Scorpio collective over this, but you just start falling back into the same thinking patterns again. There's something about, I don't know if it's this other energy, because this Queen of Wands is throwing me off, because I don't think that that's your energy. That's somebody else's energy right there, right? That must be a cue for some of you. Piece that together as it resonates. But what you do here under the Ten of Wands, which is traditionally like struggle, carrying the load, is a load that you need to drop, is all associated with you rescinding offers, you identifying attachments as being unhealthy, probably a particular attachment to this Queen of Wands energy or King of Wands. We don't read genders here. These are just energies. And then this reverse swords, reverse Five of Swords. Now, ordinarily, the Five of Swords is kind of like a bit of a card of defeat in the Rider-Waite. In the Below deck, it's not as a card of victory. It's victory over oneself. And you reversed it. It was upright when you were dealing with the King of Cups, which showed me that you were kind of winning that battle between your head and your heart. You were opening up your heart. You were finally opening it up. You were letting your guard down. You were giving up that fight. Shows me here now in the future, the first week of October, you're fighting again. It's like things are coming together, and then you kind of like, no, I can't do this. It's unhealthy again for me. Which tells me that the healing journey for you is not over. I think it's far from over, Scorpio. It carries on through October. I mean, I'm not clarifying. If I could clarify, I could get more information on this. I'm not clarifying. It's only the first week of October. Then it's like the first, you're going to come in. You're going to find whoever it is you're looking for by the looks of it. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles, not letting go. Possibly this other energy isn't letting go of you either. They're in your head, rent-free. You're like, no, I'm going to go for them. I mean it this time. I mean it. And then you do it again. You distance. You should at least the temptation of to do that again comes up. Not saying you're gonna do it, because you know tarot doesn't mean, you know, you've got an inescapable future here. The feelings that you had before that made you want to disconnect from whoever or whatever that was resurface again, beginning of October. Whether or not you just persevere and fight through it, I don't know. You're not telling me that. Well, we would if we were doing the whole of October, I'd be able to see, but it comes up again, which is not, don't beat yourself up about that, Scorpio, though, because it's not surprising. Because if this is a new journey for you of healing, of course you're going to be triggered. Things are going to resurface for you, and they resurface so they can be dealt with. So it's how you handle this resurfacing that matters, not actually what happens, because we're all given the divine gift of free will. You can either deal with this and heal it, or you can give into it and go back round into that circle, that pattern we saw early September. Totally up to you. There's no right or wrong answer, Scorpio, but there is an answer that's better for you and one that's worse in the long run. But then there's a harder one and an easier one. It swings and roundabouts, Scorpio. Depends wherever else you are in your life as well. If it's a challenge that you're strong enough to take on right now. So at the end of the day, Scorpio, you've got to do what's best for you. Right, I'm just going to jump in and get some universal advice for you, just to close off the reading. Can I get some universal advice for Scorpio, please? Universal advice for Scorpio. Scorpio, please. Scorpio. Universal advice for Scorpio, please. Oh, all three straight up. You know what I'm going to say, don't you, Scorpio? What is this? The moon, again. Keep telling you, Scorpio. If you don't believe me, go back to the Scorpio readings. There's a moon in everyone. You and your moons. Good job, you cute, Scorpio. Right, Ace of Arrows. Oh, here we go. We've got the Ace of Wands again. And the Two of Stones, the Two of Pentacles again. You've really got to work out your attachment here, Scorpio. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. You do whatever you want. But this is a repetitive pattern for you. And the universe is saying you've got to cut through this. If you want to get to that 10 of Cups, you imagine them 10 of Pentacles. She's just going to bounce back and forth. They've got the Ace of Arrows here is the Ace of Swords, but here it's presented like a compass. So it's like once you get clarity over what it is you're doing and where this attachment thing's coming from, then you will be guided in the direction that's going to be great for you. There's going to be great opportunities. You're going to have this sword of justice. Anyone who wronged you, well, I mean, I don't know if anyone has wronged you, but if anyone wronged you, they'll get their comeuppance. And then you've got all these people in front of you that are just waiting to embrace you as the lovely Scorpio you are. But you can't get to those people unless you deal with this uncertainty, this wobble, this challenge. You're fighting yourself, Scorpio, on this one. But where you're fighting yourself, other energies kind of get absorbed into that orbit, and then you kind of mistake that as it being them. But it's not. It's coming from you. I'm just telling you what I see, and I'm so sorry, Scorpio, if I'm coming across harsh. I'm just saying this for your own good, and this is what the universe is telling me. But you don't realise it because it's under the moon. It's your moon again. I mean, you've got a lovely moon, Scorpio. I love your moon. It's sweet you keep showing it to me. But underneath the stuff that you're going to have to face eventually. But don't worry, Scorpio, I'm here with you to the end. We'll do it together. You're not on your own. I'll hold your hand. I know it's scary. Oh, Scorpio, well, very interesting reading, very powerful reading, to be honest, very powerful. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. If this reading resonated with you, please let me know in the comments below, but I know it was a difficult one for you there, guys, I know. If you're interested in a one-to-one reading with me, want to get to the bottom of this moon, see what's on the dark side of it, please check the description box below for my calendar links. And until then, Scorpio, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.